Have you ever wanted to live in a brand new home in a top golf course community just outside of Kansas City? Well, in this video, even though it's 0 degrees outside and snow on the ground, this one is absolutely stunning. This is Falcon Lakes in Basehor, Kansas. We're going to show you not just one, but 2 homes today. One reverse 1.5 story that's just under $700,000 that backs to the golf course and is priced very competitively with upgrades throughout. And the second home is another reverse 1.5 story that's just under $800,000. It's loaded with a ton of extras that we've never shown on this channel before.
Now, before we get started with house number 1, throughout the video, we're gonna break down the location, the community, the builders. If you stick around to the end, we're each gonna give our favorite feature inside of this home. But if we haven't met yet, my name's Nick.
I'm Jordan.
We help people buy and build homes all over Kansas City. Feel free to give us a phone call, text message, or email for any questions. Here's house number 1.
And this is the Azalea by Roeser Homes. It's a reverse 1.5 story plan that features 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2,960 square feet, a 0.24 acre lot that backs up to the golf course, priced at $699,467, and it has some beautiful updates throughout this home. Come on in here, Nick.
All right, sure.
Give everybody a sneak peek.
I know, it's like 0 degrees outside.
Oh, it's so cold.
The golf course is beautiful, we promise. It's nice and green when we're in season.
Yeah.
All right, so Jordan, we're gonna put the floor plan on the screen here.
Yeah, floor plan on the screen. This is a reverse. We got 2 bedrooms on one side, and then the kitchen and the entry for the garage with the laundry room on the other.
Now this one being at $700, I think this is the lowest price that I've seen from this builder in a while. And I think we're gonna explain why that matters in a second here later on, but they include quite a bit of upgrades for the price.
Yep, Roeser Homes, there's a lot of nice updates and features that they included in this home. You're gonna see that throughout this first floor. But starting right here in the entry, I love how tall these ceilings are. I mean, you don't always see them this tall in a reverse. You've got this beautiful light fixture with the gold and the black. You're gonna see that throughout as well.
There's a huge transom window there. Oh my goodness.
Yep, huge transom window. You've got the side windows on each side of the door. I love how you've got the windows, and so you've got that clear line of sight all the way through.
That's right.
We're gonna start with bedroom number 1. This is the sales office. And so it's literally set up as an office. You've got 2 single hung windows. Whoa.
Careful there.
Yeah.
Careful there.
I like how they put the single bar. What do you call that, Nick?
Just the mutton bars down the middle.
Just one mutton bar?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I like that. So this room has a huge vault in it, really neat light fixture. And then it does have a closet. It does have their items in here, so we'll just give you a little peek at it.
It's fairly deep. Now, right off the entry, Jordan, we've got another coat closet right here. There are a lot, oh, squeaky. There are a lot of closets throughout this house. You'll see one before we get to the master, but tell us a little bit about the paint in there.
Yep. So typically what you'll see builders do, or at least we like to see them do, is they do an oil-based paint in the closet, and it's a smoother finish. It's a longer lasting finish, and it allows you to clean it and keep scuffs and things like that away. And they also do it on the doors as well.
Yeah, doors and trim. It feels nice and smooth versus the flat paint. It just protects the closet a little bit. And then we've got a beautiful full bath here as well.
Yeah, full bath. This is for this bedroom and the main floor as well. I love how they did the tile all the way to the ceiling.
Now they upgraded the fixtures almost throughout the house. You'll notice the gold fixtures, and then it goes pretty well with the light fixtures.
Yep, and I like that quartz countertop as well.
That's right. So we'll head into the main living space. One thing that we typically see Roeser do quite a bit, the box vaults. If you thought the ceilings were already tall, take a look at this up here.
Super tall ceilings. You've got the box vault like Nick said. I also like how they did all these recessed lights, and I love that fan. I mean, we're seeing more and more of those. That's a big fan. It's got a lot of blades on it. Very, very cool. I love how they did the wall of windows. Now this overlooks your enclosed porch, so very nice.
And we'll put a drone shot right here. It is the golf course right behind us. So the nice thing about this view right here is that the covered patio, which also has a box vault out there, it kind of frames in your view. So all you're seeing is really green treetops, etc. when we're in season, which is just beautiful. But
Yep.
kind of back it up a little bit. One thing that we tend to notice with Roeser, they do a lot of really neat built-ins, and that's exactly what you've got right here.
So next to the fireplace, obviously, you've got the built-in cabinets here. I love how they did this stained top, and then all the shelves. I mean, I would need a step stool to get to that top one there. And then I love how they framed in this fireplace, and I love this tile. I just think it's a really neat look. And one thing I want to point out before I forget, these floors, engineered hardwood floors. I love this natural lighter look. What do you think, Nick?
Yeah, it's a great look. It's hard to go wrong with it. The thing that I like about these, Jordan, is you've got quite a bit of variation. So you've got some of these darker stains as well as the lighter ones. So it's not as washed out. Like if you go lighter than this, it tends to get a little pinkish, which not everybody likes. So I think it's a good color. But coming into the kitchen, look at that backsplash. The tile, very similar, huh?
Looks just like the fireplace, right? Ties it in really nice. One thing I want to point out, so behind this couch, they've got this table, and then you still have plenty of space here to move around, so it's not cramped at all. You've got your seating at the island, so a good amount of space.
And one of the things we see in a lot of Roeser homes, they tend to do the cabinets and storage on both sides of the island, which means you get this very deep island, and even though there's a sink in there, you still get quite a bit of room for table seating.
Now, moving on to the dining room, really good sized dining room. You could probably put a 6-seater table in here. I love how they have the black and gold light fixture, just like we've seen throughout. And Nick, something you pointed out, how they've recessed this wall here. So Roeser could do built-ins, or if you have a piece of furniture you want to put in there, like a buffet table, works out really, really nice.
Yeah, it gives you quite a bit of extra space. And before we get to the kitchen, we're not going to stay out here for it's like 1 degree outside. But we do want to give you a look at the covered patio. You can see the A&M flag out there, box vault, you've got the recessed lights, and of course, you're looking out right at the green right there, which is just beautiful. And you're seeing treetops. And since we're in Basehor, which we'll explain in a little bit, one of Jordan's favorite areas, you've got some very unique housing. You've got some farmland. You're going to be driving past livestock every once in a while. You're not too far away from the Legends.
Yeah, and this is a rural area as well. I mean, we're off the highway here where we're at. So coming around here to the kitchen, I love all the white. I love all the black pulls, updated pulls.
These are some huge cabinets, Jordan. Look at that.
Yep.
Wow.
All the way to the ceiling. And I loved how they did that hood, Nick.
Looks really neat.
Very, very neat. So you do have the 5-burner gas top. And a lot of space in here to work. It's not cramped at all. I love this quartz countertop. You have your walk-in pantry, and does that have the automatic light?
Take a look.
Oh, did it turn on? It was your hand. I thought I heard it.
Yeah, your hand got him. Profile series, stacked microwave, oven. And I mean, the amount of storage in here is pretty incredible.
Yeah.
But so this is your garage entry straight back. And if we turn around, you got a nice boot bench. It's kind of low profile, but you do have storage below. And then this is the laundry room right here. And Jordan, I know you like the pattern tile.
I do like that tile. I think it's really cool when they do that in the laundry rooms, and just it's very unique.
Yeah, now something a lot of plans will offer these days is the laundry room actually in the master closet. This is on the other side of the house. And the benefit here, Jordan, is you get the sink right there, which is perfect, very convenient. You get the extra built-in. And then if we turn the corner, look at all this. Yep. You got even more storage. Oh, wow, okay. More than I thought.
Yeah, being on the other side of the home is definitely offers you the chance to have a bigger laundry room, more space. You're not cramped at all. You do have another coat closet here right off the garage. All right, so before we head to the master bedroom, a little bit about the builder, Roeser Homes, founded by Austin Roeser almost 2 decades ago. And they build a lot of homes in Kansas City.
That's right. So all over custom, they do spec homes like this. You can find them mostly in Johnson County. Obviously, Jordan, we're in one of your favorite spots.
Yeah, Basehor, which is Leavenworth County.
That's right. I've seen them build north of the river. I've seen them build in the Winterset neighborhood in Lee Summit. So a ton of different options, but they also do redevelopment. So like infill homes around Prairie Village, Fairway, and they've done some very beautiful
cool
homes there. But one of the things that you should know, all builders do their pricing differently. Roeser tends to include quite a bit of upgrades for the price they're at. So even if you see their price come in a little bit higher than other builders, and that's because they're including things like the storage on either side of the island, upgrading lighting package, the box vaults throughout the house, and several more upgrades that you're going to see, especially when we get to the master suite.
All right, heading over to the master suite, you do have a little bit of a hallway here, which does create some privacy, and there is a linen closet.
That's huge. We walked through before we started filming. I was blown away by the size of that.
Yeah, very good size.
So the nice thing here, Jordan, is you get this hallway, which creates a little bit of separation, a little bit of privacy between the master suite and the living spaces.
Yep.
But here's that box vault we were talking about.
Yep. So another box vault, and this room, very good size. You got the king bed, 2 end tables, wall of windows, which we absolutely love. So I love how they did the recessed lights too.
Yeah, that's an important one. When you see the recessed lights like this, most builders, their standard is just one light fixture in the center of the room. So we love to see the extra lights, especially in the master. It just makes everything brighter.
So what I love, the French doors, Nick.
Yep.
Coming into the bathroom. So one thing I noticed right off the bat, this tub is huge. So you got the built-in tub. I like how they tiled all the way around. Tons of light in here too.
Lots of windows. I mean, we saw that window in the full bath off the office. You got 2 of them in here. And then I love the frameless glass panels around that shower. They even did the quartz on the top. They did it on the threshold over there. Yep. Very impressive. But dual vanity here.
Yep, dual vanity. I love how they framed in the mirror with the stain. You've got the gold and black light fixtures. And this is oil brush bronze, was that right?
Yeah, it's yes.
Or gold?
It's either a champagne bronze, which is like a brushed nickel version of gold, or it's like gold. I don't know. There are a lot of different.
Either way, this is an updated plumbing fixture, and it is absolutely beautiful. So I love this tile floor. This is what you see, what you saw in the first bathroom off the entry. I love how they built this wall here to create that privacy in the shower.
And it's less glass that you have to clean, right? But you do get the 2 shower heads, all the hardware matches, and then kind of like the penny tile on the floor, but very spacious shower. And then around the corner, you've got a little ledge as well as a niche built right into that wall. And then water closet is off to your left here and straight back. This master closet is huge. You got the pull down racks up top. Jordan, it looks like we've got some enamel paint throughout the closet.
Yep. Enamel paint, just like we saw in the closet on the entryway, which is a must. Like we said, it lasts longer. It's easier to clean, hard to scuff.
That's all for the master. We're going to head down the stairs, but we're going to go a little bit quicker so we can break down the community and why this is one of Jordan's favorite locations. But the nice thing about this staircase, you'll see in a sec, is very wide, but you also get all this volume, which makes the main living space feel a little bit bigger. And this goes straight down. There's no landing, so it saves you a little bit of square footage on the main floor. But Jordan, I know you like the spindles here being painted.
Yep. I do like that. It's a different look than what we're tend to seeing with the metal wrought iron look. I think it's cool. I think it looks nice.
Yep, and then you've got the high tread carpet all the way down. You can kind of see the width of this staircase here. And then something they did down here that looks really neat is you've got this accent wall, the kind of geometric shape. It's all very high quality enamel paint. Just adds a little bit of texture down here. But this is your rec room. You've got a box vault down here. And look at all these lights,
Ton of lights, man. 6 recessed lights. Very, very cool.
Now there's no wet bar in this one, but you'll see it when we go to house number 2. So you do have 2 bedrooms. We'll show you the one on the right first. Then you got a full bath in the middle.
So you do have a egress window here, and they did the concrete surround, which is more expensive than just doing one of those tubs, those plastic tubs or metal tubs. Huge walk-in closet. They did the oil basin here as well, Nick.
Oh, very neat. Even in the lower level. How about that?
Even in the lower level.
And then we've got our full bath right here. You'll notice they did the quartz. There's no cultured marble or anything like that, which tends to be common, especially in the lower levels. So definitely some upgrades down here. But around the corner, same thing. You got the gold fixtures, glass shelf in the corner, and tile all the way up to the ceiling.
Yep, upgrades throughout.
And bedroom number 2, there's not a whole lot to see. It's like partially staged, but similar deal. You've got a big walk-in closet, concrete window well. You got a nice little ladder. It's not that big of a climb out.
And 4 recessed lights, Nick.
Which is a big deal in the secondary bedroom. Now, before we head over to house number 2, as promised, we're gonna break down the location, the community, and the several different price points of housing that you can find here in Falcon Lakes. Jordan, I know if there's one place that you could move to, I'm fairly confident that it'd be somewhere in Basehor, Kansas.
Basehor would definitely be on my list on the Kansas side. I like this area. It's very rural out here. Falcon Lakes itself is basically in the country. I mean, we are just surrounded by farm ground. It's right off the highway, right off K7 highway. So it's a short drive to Leavenworth and Bonner Springs to the south and the Legends. And not that far from the airport either, right?
That's right. So it really gives you this trifecta, right? You got a small town feel because you've got farmland surrounding it, but this does feel like a traditional suburb because of all the homes built around the golf course. Second, you're close to everything, pretty quick commutes. Again, you don't have to deal with all the hustle bustle, all the traffic you would find closer into town. And then 3, this is a true golf course community. So not many communities around Kansas City are you going to find people driving around in their golf carts, going to the driving range, or going to, I believe it's called the Nest, which is the open to the public restaurant in the Falcon Lakes Golf Club. So those are some of the big benefits about the location. But in the community, Jordan, we've got 3 different neighborhoods, and both the homes in this video were in the estates, which those start anywhere from the upper 600s. They can go over $1 million. There are some homes available being built right now that are like lakefront and absolutely stunning. So there's some footage on the screen from those. But you've also got standalone or detached villas, and then twin villas as well.
Yep. So the twin villas is on the north side of the community, and those prices start somewhere in the 450 range. And there's a couple of different builders. You have Roeser is building there, and then you also have Newmark, and they're a big builder in Kansas City as well. The standalone villas have multiple different builders in that section of the community, and those prices start in the mid 500s on up. And one thing about the HOA for the twin villas that's very unique is they don't just cover lawn maintenance, snow removal, and the sprinkler system, but they also cover paint, gutters, and roof repairs as needed.
Yep, and that comes in at 30 something.
About $3,300 a year.
Okay, so the difference between that and the standalone or detached villas is that the hard costs are not covered in that, but you do get the soft maintenance. And all of those HOA fees, they include the amenities. So like in the estates, the amenities, the HOA tends to be fairly low. It's around 600. But what you get for that, you've got pickleball courts out there, you've got a playground, I think you've got a clubhouse, and then you've also got a pool there as well.
And everybody that lives in Falcon Lakes does have access to the driving range in the golf course.
If you do have interest in joining the Falcon Lakes Golf Course, their website has all the membership dues and everything. It's just not part of the HOA here, so it's completely separate, but you do get access to, I believe, the restaurant, the Nest, as well as the public driving range. House number 2, this is the Everest 2 by Dreams and Design. It's a reverse 1.5 story, loaded with extra features we almost never see in new homes. 4 beds, 3.5 baths, 3,221 square feet. It's on almost 1/3 of an acre corner lot. It's got a side entry garage, and it's priced at just under $800,000. Jordan, this exterior, absolutely beautiful. Look at the beams above the front door.
Beautiful elevation. I love the stacked stone. Those beams above the porch are gorgeous.
Black windows. You got all these bump outs. I'm excited to get inside. All right, Jordan, come on in.
All right, this house is absolutely beautiful. Nick is super pumped to show it to you guys.
I am. We're going to put the floor plan on the screen. It's a very unique one. I'm always excited to see this builder's work because they include quite a few things that are, I think, really, really neat. I think the first one, Jordan, before we even get to the entry, which is huge, this is like a 0 entry house. Going to the front door, there's a single step up. The garage entry, there are no steps up from the garage. which means the house is very accessible. If you're carrying a lot of groceries in, you don't have to worry about going up a flight of stairs. But that's just one of the special features this builder throws in there. We're going to sprinkle a few others throughout the tour. So Jordan, I know you're a big fan of huge entries, and if you back up a little bit.
Oh, this is one of the biggest entries I've ever seen.
This one is huge. You got the French doors. I like that they're already frosted. You've got the decorative glass, so there's privacy in the home. And then you've also got, one, the exterior was just beautiful, but you've also got this transom window below those beams that are outside. So you're getting more light in here. And Jordan, we've never seen this before. I've seen him do this a couple times, but on the channel, we've never shown anything like barrel vaulted ceiling with tongue and groove accents. And then you've got the gold light fixture here as well.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful.
Now, we're gonna actually head in here. We've got a full bath, and then we've also got the office or bedroom number one. Look at this accent wall here.
Yep, very cool. I love that color. Love the floating shelves. And then you have the bump out in the wall,
which we saw on the outside. So you got storage.
Little storage area.
You've got the bench.
And then they did the casement windows. So those are going to be more efficient than the single hungs. They seal up better.
And then we've got recessed light, fan in the middle. This is just a kind of an office, but you could use it as a guest suite. And you've got not almost a walk-in closet, but it's very wide. You got a ton of storage in there.
Yep, really good size.
Now, you also have access into the full bath right here. But Jordan, I'm gonna get out of the way.
All right, so you've got the quartz countertop, black fixture, updated gold light up top here. Oversized shower that has this quartz top bench and then beautiful tile. And these are absolutely huge, tall ceilings in here.
Now, one thing we find kind of funny about this builder, and I've been in a few of their homes so far, and one thing they tend to do, which you're not going to find in this house, but I've seen it in the past, sometimes they'll put a urinal in the lower level bathroom, which is just funny. So board and batten accent wall along the staircase, it goes straight down. So just like house number one, there's no landing, gives you a little bit more square footage. But we're still not done with the entry. So We've got coat closet right here.
Really good sized closet, French doors.
You got the knockdown texture in this one. So it's not, actually it might be enamel paint, but master suite is on your right. We're actually gonna come into the kitchen here, and everywhere you look, I think they do a great job with their designs. Jordan, look at all these different stains. You've got the white cabinets. Beautiful.
Yep, I love the two-tone look. I love the island. It's absolutely huge. I mean, man, that thing is like 5 foot wide.
I don't know how they did this in one slab, but I'm not seeing any cuts. You've got storage on the other side of the island too. I forgot to mention this isn't staged, but I don't think that matters because the caliber of this house is just impressive. So upgraded appliances, you've got the Bosch microwave and oven that are stacked. I love the accents here. Down lighting, everything soft close, doors, drawers. You've got the Bosch 5-burner gas cooktop there. And then coming back here, one of the things this builder does is they include what's called, at least I refer to it this way, a Costco door. So if you're in the garage bringing groceries in, you unlock that door and you just slide them right through.
Easy access to the pantry. I didn't notice this before, Nick, but I'm loving this cabinet on the corner with the glass.
See, it's funny because in older homes, like a cabinet like this would be your pantry. But not only do you have all of those built-ins, you've got the huge pantry, you've got the door into the garage. Very well done. We noticed something that this builder did. I believe this is a flat lot. And typically on a flat lot, similar to house number one, you'd normally have a patio. But to get this home zero entry, meaning no steps down from the back door, they went ahead and did a deck. So look at that. There are no steps.
Yep. Very cool. You got composite decking.
Now, of course, you do have steps right here, but they're super wide. It's not just, they're not just stopping right there. They go the full width. And then I love that they did 4 recessed lights. You've got the fan. Everything's set up. You got electrical for a TV over there.
Very good sized space too. You could put a huge table out here.
But it is far too cold to be out there for that long. We are going to get to the dining room in just a second. I wanted to mention you've got floor outlets, which not every builder does. And then you've got built-ins on both sides of the fireplace, floating shelves. Jordan, look at this stone.
I love the stone and the mortar. It's beautiful.
Really neat. And then this is very similar to the color in the office, that accent wall.
Mm-hmm.
Gold light fixture, matte black. And then you've got all the recessed lights as well.
That is a huge farm door.
This is an expensive door. It's stained, it has tongue and groove, it's got the detail, the hardware is exposed. But coming around this way, we've got the laundry room, and I love this tile. This is a natural surface stone, so it feels like you're walking on stone. They did the herringbone lay to it, which is more expensive.
You've got the built-in cabinets with the extra counter space off here to your left, and hangers and a shelf up top. And then Nick, one thing that really impressed me was this mud bench area right off the garage. So they went with that same color that you saw in the office and on the shelves next to the fireplace. But then right here, little built-in workspace, you've got your desk and drawers, floating shelves and cabinets.
Right, and we mentioned this is a true zero entry house. And here's what that means. There's no step up from the garage to the inside. What I like about this builder, that's one of the things. But second, not all builders will do garage door openers. And if they do, it's typically only for the double wide. But here you can see they've done both the garage door openers. And then we've also got a central vac. And we're going to show you where that comes into play here near the dining room.
I thought maybe you forgot about it, but
No.
You were building that up, weren't you?
That's why I saved the dining room. But you can see the windows in the front of the house, and then you've also got the windows. So this is nice and bright in here.
And this feels a little bit oversized as well. There's a little bump out on that garage wall on that side. And then as you can see, here's the Costco door that goes into the pantry.
Kind of feels awkward to say the Costco door, huh? I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. That's what I see everywhere.
I didn't know. I'll call it the grocery pantry door. Here's something that's kind of neat. Here's a little wash station in the garage, which you don't see that very often at all.
And you also don't see the walls being painted in garages, but they did it anyway. So coming into the house, the last really cool feature we want to show you, at least in the kitchen, well, one, you've got the accent on the ceiling, love the beams, light fixture. But here's the other thing I see in almost all of the Dreams and Design homes. You had the central vac outside. What's really nice about it, if you're sweeping things, right, instead of having to, put them into a trash can, right here, it's a toe kick switch. That is strong.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Very cool.
So you just sweep it right into the island.
One thing I really like here, Nick, is the way that these windows are trimmed out. So you have all these beautiful picture windows, and then these side windows, I noticed, they're both casement windows.
Yeah. Now the reason that casement matters is because it's the only type of window that has a seal all the way around. So they're more energy efficient. There's no leaking going in and out like you kind of get with single hung windows. But coming in to the master here. Oh, we got double doors. There we go. Okay.
French doors leading into the master.
These are not cheap doors to install with the glass.
I like how they did the frosted glass, and then you come around the corner here and you have this huge built-in with floating shelves. So personal drop station in the master.
Now we saw the bump outs in the front of the house. You've got a bay window right here. And then if you look up, Jordan, look at all the recessed lights. You've got cove lighting up top, the box vault surrounding it. But really big room, lots of space in here.
And one thing I noticed that they did in here too was the knockdown. So we don't always see that. A lot of times they're just doing, a finished paint.
Mm-hmm. Which the advantage of the knockdown is if anything has to be repaired in the ceiling, it's way easier to hide it than if it's just a smooth ceiling.
Easy repair.
But Jordan, we walked through before we started filming, and you noticed all of the pocket doors.
There are a ton of pocket doors in this home.
And now, something I want to mention, you've got the dual towers, floating vanity in the middle.
With downlighting.
This light's automatic. So
Oh,
when you
really?
walk in the bathroom, this just kicks right on.
I really like the lighting in here. I think those are very cool fixtures. That's what was in the main bathroom as well. One thing that jumped out at me when we went through this the first time was the size of
It's
this
huge.
bathroom.
Oh yeah.
Tons of space in here. So
Now, there's that moody kind of green blue color. You've got the frosted window, freestanding tub. They already went ahead and put the towel hooks and everything in, which sometimes builders don't do that. Sometimes they do. Then Jordan, if you turn the corner here, full framed in mirror, which is perfect. And then since this is a zero entry house, take a look at this.
yep, zero entry, walk-in shower. You know, I just love that. And then I love how they did a bench here with the quartz top versus tile top.
Now, you do have your water closet to the right. And then this closet, actually, I'm going to get out of your way here. Come on in.
Man,
Huge. I mean, the ceilings are super tall. You've got the pull down racks, tons of cubbies everywhere.
you even have some coat hooks.
That's right. Now, before we head downstairs and show you the lower level, and yeah, there are more surprises around the corners down there too. We've talked a little bit about the builder, but I want to kind of sum this all up. So Dreams and Designs, they're primarily based at a Lee Summit. They build out here in Falcon Lakes. I've seen them in Shawnee. I've seen them in some parts of Johnson County, but very different type of builder in that they're not building a massive number of homes around Kansas City. It's a smaller number of homes. That's why you see all of the unique upgrades you do inside of this one. A couple of things they pride themselves on. One, I've noticed in a lot of homes that I've gone through with clients, zero entry, it's a big thing. I haven't seen many other builders do it. And two is the energy efficiency.
Energy efficiency, that's something they're really proud of. They get their homes independently tested, and they're something like 45% more energy efficient than homes built by current code. Now, the other thing is they do build in rural areas complete custom jobs too.
Which is really impressive. So when you can find a smaller builder that can do both of those, many areas around Kansas City, and include all of these upgrades for this price, I mean, I could probably tell you if this was in like the Blue Valley School District, we'd see probably a 1.2 instead of an 8 in front of it. So the amount of upgrades for the price is incredible. We're going to show you even more of those downstairs. All right, Jordan, there's that entry again.
All right, yes. I mean, the barrel vault with the tongue and grooves, absolutely beautiful.
Here, let me back up real quick because the barrel vault, it's unique. You don't see it in all the homes, but it really makes this entry just incredible.
It just pops, man. It's really, really nice. So coming around here to the stairwell, straight down like the previous house, they did go with the black wrought iron look for the balusters. And then you have the stained handrail. You have this accent wall all the way down. One thing we noticed earlier, you've got this lighting in the wall, which is very unique. It's different. You hardly ever see that.
We always get questions about that from clients. Hey, can we add that in after the fact? Super nice to see.
Yep. High tread carpet. And then I'm not sure, Nick.
This is LVP.
LVP?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So something different about this builder. Not all builders do it. Look at that fireplace in the corner there.
Yep. Very cool. You don't see fireplaces in the basement very often. They went with the brick on here, which is really nice. I like this huge stained mantle.
So you've got I know this isn't staged and it's kind of hard to tell what goes where. So TV right there. This is like the true kind of formal rec room. You got TV right there, sconces on the side. This is all boxed out. So you get 9-foot ceilings. And then
tons of recessed lights too.
I know, look at that. And then you've got a full kind of kitchenette down here.
Yeah,
almost.
Huge wet bar area. This is an own granite. Look how much texture's in that, Nick.
Yeah, this is a classic bar top. Look at that. And then
spot for the refrigerator. You have the floating shelves with the downlighting. And they have a spot over here. I'm not sure what you'd put in here. Maybe a microwave or something?
Microwave.
Microwave?
Yeah. Yeah, but I thought the floating shelf around the corner that wraps around, I thought that was pretty neat.
Yep,
I've seen that
neat.
before.
And then here's the half bath that services the rec room down here, which is very unique because you don't always see that. Sometimes it's just one bathroom. Mm-hmm. And something we've seen in other Dreams and Design homes. They do this 2-door setup underneath the stairs, and it can become a kid's little playroom, reading nook area.
Oh, we've got a light in there.
Yeah.
Let's turn that sucker on. Okay.
Yeah, and some built-in shelves there for the books or games.
So Jordan, I went through one of their homes in Cottonwood Canyon, which is in Lenexa, I think the Canyon Farms golf course, and it was just beautiful, loaded with all the upgrades. The garage was suspended, which gives you more space in the basement. There was a garage door from the backyard for golf carts. It was very, very impressive. Then we got 2 bedrooms down here.
2 bedrooms down here, casement window. That is a huge egress. Look how much space is in there, Nick.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
And one thing I noticed earlier, I wanted to point out, you've got bullnose corners throughout this home. And then there's the Jack and Jill bathroom. They did the same granite top as you see on the wet bar.
Oh, I like the dual vanity in here. It's a good look. We got some more pocket doors.
Yeah. Good size walk-in closet too.
Wow, look at that. They did, oh, no wonder it goes so deep. You get the little transom window in the lower level
I didn't
shower.
notice that earlier.
That's really impressive. They put a bench in there, which is the same as the bar top. Another pocket door.
Yeah.
And this is our final bedroom here. So casement
very
window. And then I'm going to turn around here.
Got the ceiling fan.
And we've got a pretty big closet, another pocket door.
Good size walk-in closet.
Now, before we wrap up this part of the tour, this house was loaded with upgrades we don't typically see in most new homes. I'll give you my favorite here in a second, but Jordan, what stood out to you?
There were so many cool features with this home. I got to go with 2 things. So the barrel vaulted ceiling in the entryway, absolutely beautiful with that stained tongue and groove ceiling. And then I'm going to go with that built-in desk in the mud room because it's separated. I just think that's super cool.
Yeah, I know. Jordan's a sucker for big entries, French doors. That's really his. So when you see that barrel vault, it just carves out the whole entry. I get it. It's very unique. My favorite thing about the house is it's 0 entry. And I know that doesn't seem like a big deal, but this builder's made an effort to make sure that the house is super convenient, accessible, comfortable. Putting the deck in when they didn't have to do the deck, they could have just done like a concrete patio. You got no stairs up from the deck, and there's only a single stair up at the front door. I just think that's incredibly unique, but
big thank you to Roeser Homes, Dreams and Design Building Company, and the on-site agents, Jeff, Susan, and Brett, for allowing us to show these beautiful homes.
That's right. We'll leave the community website down below. It's on the screen here. They've got a ton of spec homes. Some of them are just across the street. They back up to a lake. They're absolutely beautiful. Any questions about buying or building a home in the Kansas City suburbs, we'd absolutely love to help, whether it's 0 degrees outside or nice and sunny and you can see the full golf course. Please give us a phone call, text message, or email, and we'd love to make it happen for you. Before you go, we're going to put 2 things on the screen. One is the community video, a little bit more information about Falcon Lakes. The second is the video YouTube thinks you'd enjoy the most, so click there or here. We'll see you on the other side.